All right, a normally distributed set of 968 values, so they tested 968 people, let's say, has a mean of 108. So it's a normal distribution curve. So here's 108. So half did better, half did worse. It has a standard deviation of 11. So it goes 11 points in those directions. What is the closest to the number of values expected to be above 125? So we're over here and we want to be higher than that. So it's not going to be a whole lot because one standard deviation over from the 108, it's 11. So if we go one over, we're already at 119. We look at that, so it's 108 and 11. If we look at a normal curve, right here's your 108, and then here we're adding one on, it's 11, so this would be 119. Add 11 more, you're at 130. So only above 130 is only going to be 2.2% did a 130 or better. We're trying to get right here at 125. So we've got to figure out what the z-score is. So we're going to go back and figure out the z-score. So to do the z-score, and it's on our sheet normally, we're going to simply take the value we're dealing with here, which is 125. We subtract the mean, which is 108, and then simply divide by the standard deviation. When I do that, I'm going to get approximately 1.545. So we're just going to say 1.55. That's what we're going to look up in a z-score table. So we need to figure out the value of 1.55. And what that's going to do is it's going to give us exactly how much is to the left of that curve. When I look up this number, 1.55, it's going to say, hey, 93 or whatever percent are to the left of the curve. Now, remember, we're interested in what's to the right. So let's look at what we have. We're looking up 1.55. So I go to the z-score table. Here's 1.5, and then here's 1.51, 1.52, 3, 4, and this is the guy we want. So let's scroll over to there. Boom. 93.9% are to the left of us. Okay. So 93943. 93943. So 0.93943 are that way. So we want to figure out how many are to the right. So if we just subtract and do that, we're just going to say, hey, this is about 94%, right? So about 6%, okay, are to the right. So we want to take 6% of 968. So if I do that, 968 times 0.06, because you got to change it to a decimal, I get 58.08. Obviously, 59 is our answer here. That's what they're looking for. We have to change it to a z-score to figure out how many did better than that. And then once we find that percentage, we multiply by how many people were tested to figure out how many people were above that 125.